Hey, welcome back. So, what would Jerry's life journey be if Jerry never takes a journey? I took a journey. It was a long journey by car. so, I went to the province. If you look at the map of Manila and you look at the southeast part, you'll see a tail coming off the bottom of Luzon. And that's where I was at. I was in that narrow spit that goes down into what they call Bicol. And if you continue on across the sound, then you'll go into Samar Island. But I wasn't that far. I was on that narrow spit part, right on the border between Quezon Province and Bicol. So, yeah, it was great. I was on the beach. Hey, life's a beach, right? And I left here Monday morning, and it was 5.5 hour drive. That was steady driving down through Manila, all the way down to Calamba. I'll talk about that in the video, and then get off the SLEX, the Southern Luzon Expressway, which is the what you catch south of Manila. Get off there at Santo Tomas. Yeah, St. Thomas, right? and then you head east, and just a lot of province driving, a lot of small towns. Uh, it was frustrating at times, but I wasn't in a big hurry. I knew I'd get there sooner or later. Just follow my GPS. So I'll show you some clips of that. It was really great. I don't have as much of the village life as what I would like to have gotten, but understand something. These people are private. They're a small community. Call it a village. And I didn't want to intrude on them any more than I already was, and I would be. So I tried not to get too many of them in the videos. I had a ball though. It's rough living. It's not modern like what I have here, but then it's not the city either. Dogs barking all around the clock, roosters crowing. You've heard all these stories, but after a while, it just becomes background noise. You just don't even really pay attention to it. So let's get into this. So when I got there Monday afternoon, I was met by my friend. I got lost. I just didn't go down the road far enough. When the pavement ended, I thought, okay, I'm lost, and I mean, all there is jungle on both sides and the ocean. And I'm like, I think I'm lost here. So I texted my friend, says, hey, I think I'm lost. And I was at a church, and they said, just wait there. We'll be down to get you. So about 20 minutes later, scooter pulls up. My friend gets off, gets in, says, oh, you didn't go far enough. Okay, this is really the backwoods. So it was great, though. My friend took me around, introduced me to a lot of the villagers, and you do a mano. You take their hand and you put it up to your forehead. That's your respect, and they're old-fashioned there, so I knew that would be customary, and they giggled and stuff because I'm trying to be respectful of their customs and things. But by the second day, I had people coming by. They offered me a piece of fruit, a piece of candy. The kids, oh my God, the kids, some of the sweetest people you'll ever meet, those kids. Not a whole lot of English spoken there. And I've been trying to learn Tagalog for about 15 years. Remember, I was married to a Filipina, but she didn't teach me hardly anything except for some of the bad words. And I just haven't really picked up as much as what I'd like to. I would like to take Tagalog lessons, and I'm learning just a little bit at a time. I know a lot of words. I just don't know the sentence structure, things like that. Some of them spoke broken English. There was a couple of kids there that spoke fairly decent English, and so I would use them as my interpreters, and that bonded us. And the kids, they were just sweet. The people there, the elder of the village, geez, he cooked me scrambled eggs for breakfast. I didn't ask him to. He just says, "Oh no, you're hungry." Here, he'd bring me scrambled. Now I don't eat breakfast really, not traditionally. So They were some of the best scrambled eggs I'd ever eaten. I don't know what he put in them, but they were good. I ate pancit. I eat rice. I mean, this is what they eat. We went into the market one day. We got some fresh fruit. We got some prawns. We got some chicken at the wet market. I was shopping like a local, and I'll tell you what, it was a real learning experience. If I had to live in the province, I wouldn't complain hardly at all, except no aircon. But there's fans, and there's always seems to be a breeze. So I'd sit outside a lot, and that's when the kids come by, talk to me, play. And I'd share things with them, and they'd share things with me, and we were bonding. I love these kids. Kids are kids wherever you go in the world, and swimming in the ocean, oh yeah, I could do that all the time. I love to swim, and it was fun. So it was a fun trip. Also, showers. Okay, so you get a tabo, and that's this little bucket with a handle on it, and you dip it in a big bucket that's full of water, and this house was fortunate; it had running water. Most of them had an old hand pump to fill up their buckets, and then they have to drag it to their house. So we were lucky in the house we were staying at that they at least had running water to fill the bucket. But you take that and you dump it on you about 3 or 4 times, get yourself good and wet, soap up, and then rinse off. Province shower. Take several of those a day because every time I go swimming, you have to get the salt water off. So, province showers. It was a little chilly, let's put it that way. But it is what it is. These people, they've been living that way for thousands of years, and they're still around, so it must not kill them, right? So what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. I'll get to this video, then we'll do a conclusion. But you see this smile? It's been like that since I got back Thursday afternoon. And then I had some things to get caught up with on the weekend. Monday, today's Tuesday. I've just been trying to get caught up. We finally got some decent weather. And by the way, in the province, we didn't get a drop of rain the whole week that I was there. Most of the week. But now I hear they're getting rain. We're getting a little bit of rain here too. But when I got back, it was dry. So I needed a lot of yard work done. Just the rain we've had over the past 2 months, everything just grew out of control. So I've been trimming and cutting and pulling weeds and things like that because, I try and have a respectable house, So let's get to the video, just the clips and things, and I narrate through there, so you'll get tired of hearing me anyway. But all right, guys, it was a journey. All right, we're back to the vertical again, and not the horizontal. That big mountain right there ahead of us, that's Calamba. I'm in Laguna Province, but that was supposed to be my late wife and I's retirement home. It was right here at the base of this mountain, and this is the first chance I've had to actually get here. We'd planned on coming over, and we'd bought a plot of property, a building lot, and we had planned on retiring here. Well, we were going to come over in September of 2022 to start building our retirement home, but we never made it because she passed away in December of 2021. So anyway, I just thought I'd put that little tidbit of information out. I'm on the SLEX, the Southern Luzon Expressway. So we're heading south. We'll be heading a little bit more east here pretty soon. But all right, so this body of water, I want to say it's the Pacific. I'm not sure. It's on the east side of Luzon. Oh, we have I'm in the provinces and experiencing province life. That was the whole purpose of this this trip. I want to see how provincials live. Look at this water, how calm it is. I mean, I had lakes back home that had bigger waves than this on a calm day. So yeah, I'm gonna go do a little swimming here. It sounded like a really good deal to help cool off. So, yeah. And then all the housing's back here, so, right on the beach. Couldn't pass up the opportunity to come visit and meet new friends and everything. So that's what I'm doing. All right, well, I'm in the water. So this is Province like here. Not nice big houses. There are a couple of really nice houses. Got mountains here. We're right on the coast. But yeah, it gets a little busy here. People coming and going, their morning routine. But I'll tell you what, I went swimming yesterday. And then I went swimming again last night in the ocean before bed. Probably the first time I've slept like that in a long time, even though I'm sleeping on a paper-thin mattress. But, you know, when people are being hospitable and inviting you to their home, you don't complain. So, you hear the roosters? I woke up to that. But, you know what? It was almost like music to me. So, I guess it doesn't bother me. Hey, maybe I'm adapting. But the beach is just straight down here. There's a little alley here. I have to walk all the way up to the road. This is the road, gravel. The pavement ends up there, but I have to walk all the way up here to get any kind of phone signal. So, chickens back here. Let's see if I can zoom in. Chickens are important here because, you know, if you want eggs, that's where you're going to get them. So that's what we're doing. And my car's parked up here. Anyway, it's parked up here on the road because if it rains, they said I may not get out. It's gravel going down to the house. Not a bad house. I mean, it's comfortable. It's provincial, so it's not modern like my house, but it will do. I'm only here for a few days, and then I'll be going back home. My friend invited me down, and that's what I'm doing. So, yeah, like I said, it's really beautiful. I got these mountains. You should have seen the mountains I had to get over just to get here to this side. But it was a lot of fun, twisty turnies. But maybe I'll get a shot of that on the way home. But I just thought I'd give you a glimpse of what provincial life is like. And, you know, I don't think everybody gets to experience it. But, you know, when I first got here, everybody treated me like I was some kind of an alien. Well, I guess I am, technically. But, you know, being the only foreigner here in this area, except for my friend, it's, you know, it takes people a while to get used to you because, you know, they're a close-knit society here. Pardon the motor scooters. That's the main form of transportation around here, scooters and trikes to get here. The scooters can get down these little alleys here, where a car can't. But the house is down this alley, down this way. It goes down to the beach. It's right on the beach. So it's been nice. I'm going to go for a swim here in a few minutes after I have my breakfast of bananas and fresh bananas and fresh mangoes. You can see there's a lot of banana trees here. That's the ones with the big fat leaves there. That's bananas. A lot of bananas here. A lot of mangoes. So not going to starve. And then, of course, all the fish. But I'm not really a big fish eater, but I had a couple of pieces of dried fish last night. It wasn't too bad. Had some manok chicken. Oh my God, that was really good. We had to send out for that, but I'm going to probably go into town and get some supplies for these folks today. You know, I hate to eat off of other people's gratitude. And, you know, they weren't really expecting a lot of people, I guess. I don't know. My cupboards are not really stocked, if you know what I mean. But I'm not complaining. Like I said, I slept on a paper-thin mattress last night, and I hurt in places that I didn't know I could hurt. It's not my nice, comfortable pillow-top memory foam mattress that I sleep on at home. So I'll try and get some more of the beach today. Just give a glimpse, you know. Try provincial life sometime. It's really an interesting experience, and people here are so friendly and so kind once they get to know you.
Matamis ba?
The size of those avocados.
Nasaan na sila dadang?
Now, the market.
Nasaan na sila dadang?
A lot of things here.
Ini.
Just about anything you want to get. It's all here. Get sodas? Okay, do that. Try not to get anybody's face in here. For one thing, Philippines frowns on that. And then we have all kinds of fruits here. Overripe mangoes. I'm not sure on these. I'll have to check. Guavas. Green bananas. Pineapples. Okay, just a little glimpse here. Like I said, there's a lot of markets. I already got some lychees. Yummy. The wet market. We got here a little late, so most of the good stuff is gone. We're trying to find some prawns. Celebratory dinner. So, yeah, like I say, most everything's gone. We've got some chicken here, and the meats are all down there, and the fish are all down here, as you can see on the fish. So, showing you some of the province life. Here's a view from the road. See the ocean right here? Yeah, this is the Province Road going in. It goes right alongside the ocean here. Zoom in just a little bit. There we go. Maybe you can see it down in there. Boats out there and stuff. But different type of chicharron. So these right here are kind of a sweet. Not really super sickly sweet, but just a little bit on the sweet side. These are the spicy ones, and then back here, these are the plain ones. These plain ones, you dip them in the spicy vinegar, give them a really good flavor. These different type of chicharron, I tell you. Starting to embrace this province life. The sweet ones are really good. The spicy ones, after about 2 of them, you start noticing they're a little bit spicy, and you get kids playing over here. So, yeah, it's province life. So in the evening, it's kind of a tradition for everybody to take a dip, cool off after a hot day. In the water I go. Kids just love it. The adults love it. Just drop my towel. So this is low tide. See, everything was up here on the beach before, and this one here was out a ways. Yeah, low tide. That's okay. We just have to walk a little farther to get to the water. Second swim of the day. Here's my little chicken that keeps coming back and visiting me. Hey, chick, 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 chick. Yeah, she's ignoring me. Just like all females, ignore me. Okay, this is what they call the Quezon National Forest here. A lot of twisty turnies and stuff. Man, this would be an awesome place. See the guy waving the flag? They got construction up here, and so he's letting us know we're clear to go. They'll stop people and they'll get them going and stuff. We got another guy with the flag here. Yeah, really a cool drive. This would be a great place to take a motorcycle ride. Man, I can just only imagine all the twisty turnies and how cool it is here. It's shaded. Again, we got the vertical, so it takes both hands to drive this car. And we got some really sharp turns, as you can see that car coming around both those cars coming around this sharp turn here. This way. Zigzag Park. Okay, zigzag. They call this the old zigzag road. It's pretty rough, but really cool here. I don't know if we're stopping. Yeah, I guess we're stopping here. All right. So I don't know what we're doing. Waiting for traffic to go by. You see up there above. I'll be there in just a minute. But yeah, it's a lot of switchbacks and stuff. All right, just a little bit more of this. That was a real sharp turn. Like I said, I would have this handheld and I'd have it horizontal, but it really does take both hands to drive on this sharp, twisty turnies here. You know, be alert. And, alerts are very popular. But, beautiful here. We got about, I think, 9.5 kilometers to the top, and then I think it's 7 kilometers down the other side. So a lot of sharp turns and stuff. You can see they're got this one lane tore up, so it's one-way traffic. That's why all the flaggers here and things. You just got to pay attention. They'll stop traffic one way and let people go, and then they'll stop traffic the other way and let people go. Unfortunately, there's nobody coming the other way. It needs to stop. So, yeah, there's a couple now, but they'll stop traffic right behind me, let these guys go through. Just like in the U.S. Got flaggers and things. Here's another really sharp one, but yeah, I'm on my way home. About a 5.5, 6 hour drive. Basically, it took me just slightly over 5.5 to get down. It's 258, 260 kilometers. I had 300 on the car by the time I took off this morning, but we made a couple trips into town and things. Yeah, we're stopped. All right, now we're on the downhill slide. Use your brakes quite a bit coming down this. Slow down, men at work. Yes. And we're stopping. Okay. You can see it drops off pretty good. The road's way down below us. Man, I'll tell you, this spectacular view here. It's beautiful here. Yeah, I chose this way. There's another route that's more flat and gets around this, but it's about 30 kilometers farther, and you got a lot of little towns to go through. And this way, all you got is all the mountain stuff, and, which is not bad because going down, you're not using any gas. See how sharp these turns are? You would not want to do this in a big vehicle. I'm telling you that right now. And yeah, see, we just came down off of that. Yeah. Quezon National Forest Park. That's what it says up on the wall there. Oh, okay, we're getting stopped here because somebody's coming up. I hope this motorcycle behind me can get stopped. Yeah, there's a lot of motorcycles on here because yeah, people enjoy this ride. And if it wasn't so far away from my house, I would, but I'll be glad to get home, and I'll finish up when I get home. You saw the route coming down, so there's not a whole lot more to see. I'm not looking forward to getting to Santo Tomas, which is in Laguna Province. And it's before I get on the S-Lex again. But yeah, I mean, you go around these corners, start honking at the tail lights in front of you until you realize they're your own tail lights. It's pretty sharp here, as you can see. Beautiful drive, beautiful forest. Not bad. I chose to come this way just because of how scenic it is, and this is how I came in. But I didn't think to vlog the trip in when I was coming in. Actually, I was a little tired after 5.5 hours, so yeah. But I will sure be glad to get home. First thing I'll do is turn on the aircon. I haven't had aircon all week except when I was in the car. Then I'm going to turn on my coffee maker. Then I'm going to go crawl into my hot, steamy shower and get a real shower. I've been taking province showers. That's where you dip into a great big bucket of water with the tabo and pour it over you, get yourself wet, soap off. Oh, geez, that reminds me, I forgot my body wash. Oh, well, have to get some more body wash for travel size. But I got a little travel size that's good for TSA, and I left that in the CR. Oh, well. something to come back for, right? Yeah, I would definitely come back. You know, it's nice to visit the province, the friendships I made, and things. It was rewarding, and I'd like to meet these people again, spend some time. I really need to learn Tagalog because English is not one of the languages that they speak commonly here. And there's only a few people that, you know, have broken English. My broken Tagalog, which is very broken, you know, but we, you know, communicated. Once they got to know me a little bit, know I wasn't the evil foreigner, then it wasn't bad. It was a lot of fun. Now here's the road that I could have taken, right here. And, no, I guess it's not. That's another feeder road. Yeah, I made good friends here, and you know, they were very accepting, very cordial, very friendly, and you know, very caring. Oh, sorry, patchwork. Very nice people, and just warm and open, you know. Just, I don't know. It was just very, very nice. You know, I feel very enlightened by the friendships that I made this past week. But no aircon, no hot water. You know, you got to heat your water if you want hot water, but not enough for a shower. So I've been taking cold Tabo Province showers this week, and a big hole. Yeah, dodge that way. Okay. You have to be careful. You have to watch all the time. But nope, I will be crawling into my hot shower, and I was steaming my pores open and get clean. But you know, I mean, you get clean enough. But you know, you go swimming, you got to get the salt water off, so you get a shower. You know, Province shower, and I'm gonna miss the swimming and things. Love swimming. I did it a lot when I was younger, and like to get back into it. I'm supposed to be swimming at home, but it seems like the past couple of times I've gone down there, the pool was under maintenance, it was closed, and yeah, I haven't been able to. Plus the rain and everything. We've actually not had a drop of rain here all week, but I heard that Manila and Pampanga were getting rain, and then I heard that southern Visayas, well, my friends in Iloilo and Rojas City, they said they were getting rain. So hopefully the rain will be out of Pampanga by the time I get home. Supposed to be good. Supposed to be better weather this week. So I'm hoping it'd be nice, because I've got another trip planned coming this weekend. I'll get home just in time. Oh wow, that truck crashed into that building. Wow. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll see if I can't get a screenshot of that. Wow, he went right into that building a long way. He must have lost his brakes. The things you see when you're traveling. And I'm, you know, I'm not in a big hurry. I'd like to get home, but you know, I've allowed myself 6 hours. I figure if I left at 10, I would get home by 4. You know, that's 6 hours. That way I can get through Manila before their rush hour, and I can get home before dark. And I didn't get out of there till 10:35, but you know, just saying goodbyes to everybody, and you know, making sure that I got a chance to see the kids, all the kids this morning, because you know, the kids were flocking around me and stuff. And I just love kids. They were good kids, very respectful, very funny. You know, the broken English we had, and my little very limited Tagalog, you know, we were able to communicate. Sign language, you know, and I mean, kids are kids no matter where you go. Yeah, they're just a lot of fun. Yeah, but it'd be good to get home, back to civilization, modern civilization, I should say. But I'm sure going to miss the folks here, but oh well, you know, make new friends as we go along every day. All right, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm out of the mountains now, and now I just got to watch for things happening. All right, well, as they say here, Marami Salamat. Thank you very much, and I'll give a conclusion when I get home. All right, so I didn't get as much of the village life as what I could have, but understand that I was trying to be respectful for everybody that lives there. You know, this was their homes. I was invited. I was a guest. You know, you try to be respectful, but I hope that you got a little bit of a glimpse of what province life was like here at this fishing village in southeastern Quezon Province, right on the border with Bicol. So, hey, thanks for sticking around. There's more journeys coming up. I plan on doing a lot over the next, oh, I don't know, let's just say month. We're going to take these little trips and things as I can afford them. Understand, you know, it costs money. I'm on a budget, so you know I have to budget that in. But hey, thanks for sticking around, folks. Yeah, Jerry took a journey. We'll catch you on the next one. We'll see you.